Hey guys, how you doing? This is Tony Tone, the Chess Salsero. Guys, today is March 12th, 2023. And instead of doing a live game, I decided to do a post-game analysis, a post-mortem. So let's go through this game. I played this game a little earlier, and it is a 2-minute blitz game, I believe. So I'm playing white. Let's go over this. So E4, occupy the center. I think he's playing the Caro-Kann. I push. The reason I push is I want to take away the square from his knight so he doesn't develop. I already have a lead in development. He develops his bishop. That's a typical place, which is usually on F5 for black. I solidify the center. I control the center. Let's go back here for a sec. The reason he pushes this up so he can get this bishop out, because he can't, he's stuck there at home. I develop and I challenge this bishop. And if he leaves it there, I'm going to take it. Why? Because then he would take with his pawn right here, and I would mess up his pawn structure, and he would have double pawns on the F file. He moves it back. Whenever you see that, guys, that typically means that he wants you to take him so he can open this up and open a file for his rook, knowing that you're castling in that direction. So I'm not going to take that. That's he's trying to lure me in. So I castle, and he pushes. Again, attack in the middle, controlling more squares. He develops. Now I take. Why do I take now and not a few moves back? Because he moved his pawn up. So now I can take him. He's blocked in by his pawn, and he does not open up the H-file. So I don't mind taking him in that position. Sometimes it's a matter of just when you do something, in what order. All right, develops, I take, he opens up. Now this becomes a hanging pawn. It is a point of attack. So what do? Bam, bring the queen out to attack that, put him in check, and get a free pawn. So he does the right thing. He develops here. Beautiful outpost for his knight. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to lose my queen for his his knight. I continue on with my plan. He pushes forward. Interesting. He has a double attack on my D4 pawn, and I have a double defend. Now I could have pushed forward and lock in this bishop, but I decided to come here and triple protect it so I could take this pawn for free. But he takes me, and I check him here with the queen. He blocks it, and I made a major mistake. This is a blunder. I completely wanted to lock in this bishop here, completely forgetting that my bishop right here on E3 is being attacked. So I ended up giving him a free bishop, which is not good. He takes, I take, he takes, and he gets a pawn with tempo attacking my rook. I counterattack his knight. Now he can go here and fork both my rooks, but he decides to move back. So I think he just missed that. I'm coming here again to re-attack this pawn, and he defends it, which is a great move. But I come here attacking the knight that's defending the pawn. So now he has to either go back or lose the knight. He can't go here, he'll lose it. He'll lose it. He'll lose it. He'll lose it. He can't go there, can't go there. He can't go there. So he's checking my king. I have to get out of the way. He can pick up a free pawn, but I would come out here and connect my rooks. So now he's attacking me here, completely forgetting, like I forgot with the bishop, that he's giving me, bam, a free knight. So now we're equal in material again. So look, he has two minor pieces. I have two minor pieces. He has both. I have both rooks. He has both rooks. He has a queen. I have a queen. The difference is when you check this out and you make an evaluation of the entire chessboard. Excuse me. If you look at my video on evaluating chess positions correctly, I have a lead. Why? Because this is undeveloped. This is undeveloped. He's in the middle. He hasn't castled. I have 1, 2, 3 pieces developed. I have a safer king. I have control, more control of the center than he does. And he's behind in development. But I have a hanging pawn here. So you got to consider all these things, guys. Everything. Now, he comes in with tempo and he attacks and forks my queen and my rook. But I have a check, bam, so I can escape that fork, and I check his king. So you have to do something about it. So he blocks it with the queen. I take it, again, messing up his pawn structure, which is what I want. Now I have 2 isolated pawns, which are, again, isolated pawns like backward pawns or the root of a pawn chain are subject, are their targets to attack. So it gives me time to get this rook out of the way, which I do, re-attack the knight. Now he takes this for free, and that's fine. Because now we count the pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The difference is I have 2 advanced pawns, 1 pass pawn, and he has his double pawns on the G file. So I have 1 less pawn, but a better pawn structure. So I attack him. He comes here. He attacks me. Then I attack him again. He can't take this pawn here because he'll lose it to the knight. He comes back. I finally develop my knight. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. He only has 1 piece developed. I have a mega lead in development and space, which means usually a time advantage. I doubled my rooks on the C pawn, eventually trying to come after this hanging C6 pawn. He pushes that. I'm coming here to post my knight on C5 to attack his king and to eventually start pushing that pass pawn. This is like a thorn in his side, in his camp, because it takes away much needed space. He finally develops his rook. I come in, boom. Now I could push here, but I would lose it because he has it defended twice. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to get this free pawn, and now we're equal in pawns. He attacks my knight. I come back. The reason I do this is called a prophylactic move. Prophylaxis means that you make a quiet move and you prepare for something in the future. The reason I do that is because, once these rooks are out of here, I don't want to get into a back rank mate. I want to have an escape square, right? So he has a nice little outpost right here. I attack again. This time, boom, I back it up with the other knight on D4. So the knights protect each other. So if you look at this position right here, again, you have to evaluate each time you move. You do a complete entire reevaluation of the entire chessboard. And I'm dominating. I have control of the semi-open C file. I have 2 rooks, 2 knights that are centralized. I have a pass pawn on the D file. I have connected pawns in the middle of the board. I have a safer king. We have the same amount of pawns. He has a very bad inactive bishop. It can't go anywhere. It's stuck there, which is preventing this rook from getting out. So essentially, it's as if he's playing 2 pieces down without this rook and this bishop. He has doubled pawns on the G file. Guys, I'm just explaining to you how I'm evaluating these positions move per move to try to gain advantages, to try to spot advantages. On top of that, I have a triple attack on the C6 pawn. He has a double defend. Everything is my favor. All I need to do is convert this win. And there's a chess saying that says that the hardest game to win is a 1 game. In other words, a game that you should win because you have so many advantages. Because, the opponent is fighting back strongly to try to prevent that from happening. So he pushes, and I can still take him. I have a double attack. He only has a single defend. So I actually take the bishop because if he takes this, then I'll lose the knight to the king. I gain a tempo So he has to move the king, or take the knight, which he does, and then I take the pawn, attacking his knight here on d5. He takes, I take, he attacks. See, this is where the square came in handy. Thank God I did this a few moves ago. I get out of the way. Boom, he comes with the knight. Now, if you look at the middle of the board, I control this baby 100%. It is all mine. And I have now 2 passed pawns. If this one makes it, or this one, with the support of the knight and the rook, man, it's game over for him. I pick up another free pawn, creating another passed pawn here on the A file on the outside. So he has so many things to worry about. He does this correctly so because he's double attacking my G2 square, which will put me in check. Not checkmate, just check. I push. This was a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have pushed that because, number one, he could take it with the knight. And number two, he can take this. But, I have 16 seconds left or whatever it was at the time. Time is, time stinks sometimes because it's a lot of pressure on your brain to come up with good moves so quickly while you're under attack. I push. Now he takes. Now I attack and also defend this pawn twice. So he can't take it with this knight. I attack, gaining time on him. I attack, which is great. I'm 1 square away from queening, from getting another queen. So he has to respond. So he puts that in the middle, which is great. Then the reason I do this, completely not forgetting, but I'm not worried about that because it's not checkmate. It's just a check. So I need to defend this pawn while attacking this king to get it out of the way so I can promote the pawn. That's my priority because I've already calculated in my brain that, yeah, he'll take this pawn, but I'm not in such dire straits here where I'm going to get checkmated. So he takes me. I move out of the way. And now, of course, he does this, putting more pressure on that pawn. He can't take it, though, because it's protected twice. I get out of that corner. I need to get out of that corner. He attacks me, but he makes a mistake here because now I'm counterattacking him. He has to move out of the way. When he does, he can't take this pawn because it's protected by here, by my rook, I mean. So now I attack him. He has to get off the back rank, giving me the opportunity to, bam, get my queen and gain a tempo and protect my knight all in one shot. He can't take me. This is beautiful. And now the game ends here, bam, because I have a, look at this, I have a double fork. I'm forking the rook and the knight while I'm attacking his king. So I don't mind giving up this knight, sacrificing that, because I'm going to get his rook, and then the game is over. Then I'm going to promote another pawn. Anyway, so again, the reason I was able to get this position is because I had 2 advanced pawns in the middle of the game, of the board. I had more developed pieces, so that gains time. He had a bad pawn structure, like right here, double pawns on the G file. I had a safer king, and I was able to convert the win. So, guys, I hope you like that. Please follow me and subscribe on my YouTube channel, chess.solidsettle27. This is Tony Tone. I am out. Peace.